Stress over retirement is growing for a lot of Americans this morning as the cost of living keeps on ticking up. Over half of Americans worry that they won't have enough money to last once they stop working. That's according to the AARP. We're breaking down just how far your funds can get you across the country in today's Money Matters segment, brought to you in association with Intuit TurboTax. So a study by Go Banking Rates went state by state. It found that with Social Security benefits plus $1.5 million in the bank, your money would last the longest, I should say, in West Virginia. There, your savings could sustain you for 54 years. Now, compare that to Hawaii at the bottom of the list, where the same money would only be enough for 17 years without work. For more, I'm now joined by Ross Mack, CEO and creator of Macconomics and author of ABCs for Millionaires. Good morning to you, Ross. Thanks for hopping on this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's not just Hawaii, right? I mean, in New York, California, Massachusetts, your money's not even going to last 30 years. $1.5 million sounds like a good chunk of change, but is that enough for retirement?
Well, I think I think you always have to ask this question, right? I think when it comes to retirement, I always tell people, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today, right? And so when it comes to actually getting ready for retirement, you have to ask yourself, one, where am I living? What is going to be the cost of living? And also, one of the things in this study, they're assuming that there's still going to be Social Security, right? There are studies that say within 10 years, Social Security is probably not going to be existing. So I think we all have to take it amongst ourselves to start preparing. And I think one of the best ways to get there is, one, obviously understand where you live and potentially find cheaper places to actually retire. But also, I always tell people, when it comes to saying how much money you need at each age, by the age of 30, you want to at least have saved 1 times your salary. Okay. By the age 40, right, you want to have at least 3 times your salary. And then by the age 50, right, 6 times your salary. At 60, 8 times your salary, and it keeps going. But the idea is this, right? Once you have your salary based on what your living expenses are, now you're saying, okay, I have this money invested. And that money at a minimum, right, I'm making, call it 4% tax-free on $1 million. If my cost of living is only $40,000, you're going to be good. And the idea is that you never run out of money. However, unfortunately, studies show that roughly 40% of people will run out of money when it comes to retirement.
Yeah. And let me talk to you about this. According to the AARP, this was kind of a worrisome statistic. 1 in 5 Americans over 50 have no retirement savings, Ross. I mean, I imagine many of them are now entering panic mode. Okay, what do I do from here? How do you advise them right now, today?
Yeah, well, one, right, I would say, like I said, right, you have to start planting the tree today. You have to start investing, because the greatest thing that would have been on your side is time, right? The power of compounded interest. And so to a person, whether you're 50 or you're 30, you have to start putting money aside. But if you're 50 trying to retire in the next, call it 10, 15, 20 years, you have to be extremely aggressive.
And
right?
Is that through investment? Like investing, yes. Is that the best way?
Yes. When it comes to planning for retirement, I would say there are a few things you want to do. First things, you want to take advantage of your employee match. So if you have a 401k, more importantly, if you have an employee match, where in other words, you're getting free money from your job, that's the one thing you definitely want to do. Then you also want to start finding alternative methods of investing, right? Alternative accounts, such as a Roth IRA, where the money you see is the money you're going to get. It will not be taxed. And I think it's, in addition to that, taking advantage of real estate. But if we're saying, what are you investing in? The average return of the stock market, if we're looking at the S&P 500, is roughly 10% annualized. And so if a person is, call it 20 years old, putting just roughly $300 in their bank account every month, right? And it's compounding into the S&P 500, right? Well, I'm sorry, not bank account, into their stock portfolio. And it's compounded, it's invested in the S&P 500. You will be able to retire with over $1 million, right?
Okay,
and so the idea is
I only have a few seconds left too, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, so now the idea is we got to work backwards. If you're saying, you're in your 40s, it might not be $300 a month. It might have to be $1,000 a month. But the idea is you have to get extremely aggressive and understand that you're your last line of defense.
Yeah, every dollar counts. Ross Mack, I got to end it there, start the next hour. But thank you so much, sir. Have a fabulous Friday and weekend to you and yours. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.